That's why I love her. It's a living won't you come and spend the inside without that's why I love her. It's a living You're now listening to the best music. Cause everything you say, don't worry, I got it. And everything she got, best believe she bought it. She gon' steal my heart, ain't no doubt about it. Girl, you're everything I need. Said you're everything I need.
Family, grand rising, good evening from our end. Exactly 39 minutes past the top of the hour. Hope you guys are doing great this wonderful Wednesday. Hope your week is literally flowing amazing, and of course welcome to yet another beautiful session of the Tubonge Show, where we get to just talk about matters arising in our country, politically, entertainment wise, everything wise. Karibuni sana, and of course feel free to join us on the chat as well. In case you're just tuning in on YouTube, in case you are on the radio segment, you can literally go to the show page where you can leave your comments, or in case you can catch this later on a replay, I hope you guys get to leave your comments regarding the conversation. They call me JOBY, the baddest DJ you can never afford. And of course, we got Shmoney and Iwaton in the building as well.
Amazing people. They call me Shmoney. Excited to be here.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
This week my morning go refu.
Yeah.
I surely I can't keep up. Like Shmoney, I can't. I hope you won't be those moms who are gonna be telling their kids van go refu.
But I always wear like indecent too.
Yeah.
Like,
You like settled to me, Jana, I can't do this because of being put into that situation.
Oh.
So every time Nikiva didn't walk
At home?
yeah, even when not even at home, like even when I'm coming to the office, even in Tanzania I carried short clothes literally. I don't know how to wear long dresses.
right.
It just nasikia nanyimwa uhuru wangu. Like my freedom. Yeah, I feel like my freedom is being taken away from me of just being myself with short clothes, you know? It's crazy. But how are you doing what time?
Okay, I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
amazing. I'm peaceful.
Yeah.
Excited for November.
My type of dressing code, literally. You know, not today, but yeah.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yes, and how
Thank
are
you
you
so much for
doing?
asking. I'm great. I can't complain. Literally, the week is moving super quick.
Yes.
And swift, you know,
Yes.
and soft. I can't literally complain. Looking forward to what the end of November has in store. October ended good, and the approach of December, you know, a Sagittarius birthday is coming. So
Oh
you gotta
my
prepare your
gosh.
banks accounts, your cash app, you know, everything. M-Pesa is working. Yeah, donation site is also active.
Yeah.
Spoiler girl. But
Crypto is
anyway,
working.
period.
Big
But
time.
anyway, karibuni sana. Today shall be talking about some interesting conversation. I want to talk about delusional mindsets of I'd say mostly with girls when it comes to wishes of birthdays, okay? And this is coming from a conversation of, we're talking about yesterday, the Africa Today show about incel men, which is also a video I have of a man who's complaining about how black women's hair stink, the weaves, the wigs, the braids, and I love the fact is a man who came and said these are the type of men who don't get women, because someone who's talking like that, even they don't even know how much is a wig, how much are nails, how much is hair, and yet you have the audacity of talking shit because you're actually screwing a white woman.
Oh yeah.
So you're talking shit, you know, it's
got
crazy.
it.
So I want to talk about the delusional mindset. I don't know if it's delusion or it's okay to manifest, to wish, you know, but for me imekuja sana, I feel like ni delusion sasa inaendelea. And then also we're gonna discuss about the current raising conversation about women being the most appearing on the clubs. I don't know if you guys have talked about that, but I want us to discuss about that because we have men who are talking about it, we have women who are talking about it, and also literally listening to you guys' conversation or perspectives. So we have the first conversation, Charlie Gabriel. I think you guys know her. She was once Cheryl Gabriel. She was once rumored to be Kabugi's girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a TikToker.
Yeah. You know her?
No.
No, she's like they came up like a comedians,
Okay.
literally, with Kabugi. I don't know if you know Kabugi.
Yeah,
They are both TikTokers,
got
but
it.
literally rose from
Okay.
the the comedy,
Content.
you know, the content and comedy.
Yeah.
And after that, of course, kila mtu enda njia yake. She's been, I don't think she's been doing the same
Right.
ever since.
She's actually really the wale matiktoka upata lions mingi.
Come on.
Literally. She's one. Na unaiangalia veko like, unaonanga kiangi hivi alafu unaona ka lion.
Yo.
Like she makes a lot of money on,
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
With the gifts and
That's
stuff.
what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. But she came out and you mentioned something which is gonna be an attack mode too.
Oh.
That perspective
Right.
makes a lot of money. Let's leave that behind. She
Okay.
makes a lot of money.
Oh, in
Okay.
brackets.
Yeah.
As they
Let's if you, because personally I feel like before we even get into what she said, as a woman personally, and I was saying yesterday we were talking about how most of the women, especially like in America, men are talking about the disrespect of Black American women. Why they don't want to date Black American women anymore because of the aggressiveness, the disrespect, the way they talk to you even when you just approach them. Maybe you just, I'm not gonna tell you your clothes is messed up, but don't you dare talk to me. Are you crazy? You know, just some crazy attitude, which is very factual because I've seen it literally, especially on TikTok.
Okay, got
You'll
it.
see those kind of behaviors, whether it's an act or not, it's there. They're portraying something that's there. So we're talking about how most of these women, despite the disrespect they have towards men, they want men who are earning six figures. And then we looked at the percentage of men in America, Black American to be specific, men who are earning actually six figures. This is only 2%. So that's close to nothing. So you want actually a delusional idea of a man or ideal of a man that doesn't exist with this amount of money, you know, because if you talk about a man who can maintain you, that's different than saying a man who earns this. You have a target, you know, you have like you have a target of exhaustion, you know, oh, because you earn this, I can get this from you, I can get this from you, and that's really a bad mindset. And then we also went ahead and talked about most of these women who also have that type of, I'd say, expectation. They don't have jobs. They don't have anything going on with themselves. You know, you don't even know how to start a business or even to manage a business. If you put somewhere, something might even collapse within 2-3 months because you don't know how to handle this. Or if you're given actually this amount of money you won't know how to handle it. These are the people, they go waste it on Chanel bags, you know, the designer bags, designer shoes, watches. Just want to show people you have it and yet you don't have it. Instead of trying to think about how you can double this money and make it an income in the next maybe 2-5 years. So there is that, which is very factual, because I feel like most of the women are delusional. But we have, I feel like, because for me, I was saying there's nothing wrong, and also being a woman, okay? I say personally, my defense was, despite being a woman, whether I have something going on in my life or not, women were just naturally, we're needy. Okay, we're just needy, and it's part of our creation to be provided for, you know. We're just needy, like equal toa mbona hakuna, you know. And just because I don't have something, or let's say I lost a job and now I'm back into the craziest part of my life, it doesn't mean I shouldn't want or desire a man who's making, you know, something better than me or stable than me, you know, to help me catch up. That shouldn't make me or shouldn't term me as a gold digger. It's just that I've collapsed, especially if I had a job, and then things are not going okay. I shouldn't still not desire someone who can actually uplift me. And I'm not talking about even financially, because of course it comes with finances and emotions and everything. But what is your guys' perspective before I get to share this? Do you believe there's delusional mindset when it comes to women? Number one, talking about not even the six figure. We've had women who have a target of, I can't date a man who earns this and this. I can't date a man who do you think that's okay, or do we have delusion, and should women stop that? Because if you can't get it, don't try make someone's son hustle to get it for you. If it making sense.
First thing, I think we're talking about that in the morning. On the vibe show on your set with Keith, and we were talking about how American women, our American men are running back to Africa, looking for like African women, literally, and a conversation of the first thing they look at is materialism. That's not wrong, you know. So they won't date you, and the funny thing is they'd rather date a white man who's broke. You know, like that's what Keith was telling us. Like just because you're black, they don't care. Like, you know, so you find them like, because I was giving an example, like they refused all their men. They're like, no, this is not gonna happen. Which not all of them. I've seen some are working literally. So let's not actually say all of them.
Put everyone on that kind of
you know, and stuff like that. But napata some of them, they deny you access as a black man. They'd be rude. They'd be all that in the name of it. Be like, okay, so if you refuse this person, you'd either go for a Zadi who's like has money. Okay, like that is my mindset. I'm like, come umekata a black man, then probably maybe umeendea a white man with money and you'll be submissive, because the issue is they're not submissive as much. They know how to be calm. Some know maybe, so, like literally. But again, looking at it from that perspective, umeambia how they talk to their men. I'm thinking that. But then if you look at, because I don't have like a lot of American friends, but when you look at their women, there's just this type of way they talk. Don't you think like it's part of how they were raised? And because like ukiona tunasema, oh, she's black, you know, or he's black, like inakuja na hiyo aggression.
Also,
I agree
they
to
have
disagree.
to protect themselves because the culture, the society, everything is against them.
I agree to disagree though, because I feel like
how they do the intonation and stuff.
I
agree
like to disagree.
Ukisoma kwa comments utapata a lot of people are like, that's a black person.
I agree to disagree, and this can apply to, especially because this is going to discuss being the is it End Gender Violence Month? GBV. And shout out to all the women with the purple profiles, the purple hearts. I'm sending my purple love to you guys and hugs, literally, because nobody should be going through that, whether from a parent, whether from siblings, whether from co-workmates. I don't know. You shouldn't be going through that. If in case it's intentional, see if you don't. But encourage. I'm not encouraging that. But if you look at, let's say, for us, we keep on talking about how women were sexualized, right? And then I have a video of a Mexican president. I don't know if you guys saw it. The woman, she was a man came behind her and grabbed her boobs and her butt, and this is a president. In public. And in public, then she's like, anatoa mkono bado anakuja wanataka kumshika. So I shout to Edgar Obare. The video was saying women are not protected, women are not safe, literally. Women are not safe because no matter what position you stand, whether a president, whether a senator, whether an MP, whether a regular woman just minding her business, men are always on your business. So when you talk about that being raised, when you talk about black American women, there's how they are raised as a whole, and of course the defensive culture because of the racism and everything. But there's when it comes to love, again we go back to black people being people of love, Ashmani. Like, but if you look at the black love back then in the 80s, in the 70s, and then you look at what we have today, there's a difference.
But there's society also. There's also environment that becomes a factor. You see,
aggressive. They can be aggressive, but they're actually submissive.
I agree.
Because it's like the way we walk. That's what I'm saying. The way you'd be walking on the street, then there's someone who just pokes you. There's how you have to talk. You know, because there are men who just like, anataka tu uchokozi na wewe. Maybe because you didn't give them attention, you didn't respond to them, they start talking trash to you. What are you gonna be forced to do?
I agree with you.
Because there's also a level. There's how you approach someone. So I feel like maybe it should be looked on also how do these men approach these women. Because if you come to me like a trick, I'm treating you like a trick. If you come to me with someone who has intentions with a relationship, that's how I'm gonna treat you. You come to me like a hoe, I'm treating you like a hoe. That's just the truth. So as much as we're gonna defend the culture of growing up, which I agree, I feel like there's just, and yes, the society, I agree.
I'm not saying all of them, and I'm not trying to.
In America.
I'm not actually saying. I'm not actually saying not all of them. You can the aggression, even the way they talk. I feel like sometimes it comes from. Because example, if you raise a baby, you know, we compare our parents. Okay, we can never be like our moms. Our grandmothers, the way they were raised is different. The society and the environment back then was calm. Men used to be providers, protectors, and everything in one. So you'd find even naturally a woman would just be like calm and atakuwa tu unaonanga zile Nigerian movies the Maushago anakuanga so
submissive
because huko hakuna modernity sana, unaelewa, the societal perspective there. But imagine raising a kid in an environment like that. And if in Africa is na sisi hapa Rongai is like this, so imagine somebody in America. We have different angles of looking
like everything
at it.
is against African Americans,
you know, and stuff like that. So imagine even your women. So I'm not even saying it's okay. I'm not even trying to justify, but I'm giving them a listening ear. Like that can be, I'm not saying it's 100%, but it is also a factor that we can't cut off and shun and say it's not a reason. So even the way they're aggressive and talk are definitely not, because when you go through the comments, it's funny because I say, that's an American, that's an African woman, that's how they speak, that's how they talk. They don't hata kwe show utasikia to the accent, it comes with some aggression. You go like, that's an American person. So
it equates also to how the Nigerians
also, they have like
right?
I get exactly,
but they're like really sweet people. It's like sweet girls. But I think this is like how they are.
They are literally, and how they've been, how their society is, the language around them, the aggression around them, and all that. But again, now going back to delusional perspective that we were talking about in the morning. Yes, people are very delusional, and we keep saying at a certain point, yes, it's good to want. I always talk about real logical delusion. I'm heavy on that. Like even if you go and say, okay, I'm manifesting and I want it, it's allowed. It's allowed. Manifest.
It is.
But also Mungu hakuna maana nilisikia kwa Biblia. Una get, there's no maana mtu anakutupia maana. You have to get out of the door, right? And go and get that job. Right? I'll say I'll be a CEO, but I'm a CEO sitting at home. It's not, you see, but if I have the work process going on and I have a plan of how to get there, and I'm allowed to manifest as big as I can, but it's logic. Unajua, there's a plan, sitatupwa. Hata sometimes I think about it, like sometimes kila mtu anataka kitu mzuri, Mungu ako hapa nasikia kila mtu na shida zake. Lakini kama uendei pia kuna watu wengi wa kuangalia. Sisi wote ni exactly. Unajua, sometimes ana keep on auioni juu carry your blessings. Unaelewa, your blessings they're there, they're supposed to be there, but role is waiting for you to walk out of your comfort zone and go grab them. Just the same way everything is here for us on earth. Cindy, that's what it says. You go and pick it. Nobody's gonna give it to you. So there's something called also realistical delusions, which is a lot. But you can't go and actually tell a man you don't have anything and tell somebody I want, but like, do you look at yourself? Are you even worth?
Are you worth that man?
You know, even are you worth even whatever? When I just like right now, you go tell somebody I want this, and they see the work and they see the type of how you how you carry out yourself, how you are, how you put on. They'll be like, this is worth investing. You know, but if you're like, to say me wale, and I'm not even saying Instagram baddies, and not all of them are not as well, but kuna wenye tu wako like checky. Me, I'm just beautiful, and I just want a man mwenye atanijengea a 7-bedroom mansion and just chill. Yes, baby, it can work, but you gotta look like that 7-bedroom. You gotta go and you gotta get that man that you want. You have to look at us. You'll have to. It has to be on the same balance.
To shout out to most of the ladies who ask, as I give you out on the mic. What do these ladies who are jobless, wako na ma wigs, ma iPhone, wanafanyanga nini? No waishi hiyo maisha. There's I don't know, we're talking about that yesterday, how this generation feels like having lashes, nails on, wigs, different whatever. ATM achievement. It's not really an achievement. It's not an achievement. We're talking about mashamba, like,
now before makeup.
Imagine.
Talk about that.
Have you seen the first lady or the former first lady?
Look at her.
I know. Our funny chochote, and they're like very powerful people in the society.
I know. It's so crazy. But what was the point I wanted to say?
Ulikuwa nasema venye wase glorify.
Imepotea, the train of thought imepotea completely. But
I was talking about delusions.
Itarudi. What do you think about the delusional mindset when it comes to women?
It's too much, honestly. Delusion, like being delusional. It doesn't mean if you're like delulu. What's that thing about delulu?
It's the solulu.
It's not. Honestly, it's not. Because you can be delusional also, and you don't believe in what you're being delusional about.
True.
So also with manifestation, it works with self-belief and believing it's happened. That faith
and
no doubt, absolutely. So delulu is not the tululu, actually, for my perspective about that. But also there's the fact that in regards to women with standards, never lower them. That's one thing. Never lower a standard for anything, because if you've done a lot of learning and relearning, and then the work you're putting into yourself, how you're investing into yourself, this is you. It means you know your standards, and definitely you'll attract what you want to attract. If it's in the perspective of a partner, a career, whatever, it's because you're also investing in yourself. You're relearning and learning. You're sacrificing. There's a lot behind the scenes that people cannot see, right? So never lower your standard like 100% on big time. No, don't lower it. It might be so big for the people around you to actually believe it. But you know the work you're putting in yourself. You know you're not being delusional. And just be like, oh, a guy will just come from, the movies that we watch and just save me from my captivity.
Maria Desperado.
Literally. Na kuwe mtoto wa king.
Maria Desperado.
Because you're beautiful and you're like gorgeous. Honey,
Rapunzel.
1 or 2 people, I think it is work for a few girls. But it's not for everybody. Just maybe luck or God. Absolutely. But honey, if you're trying to attract this kind of life partner, it means also you have to invest and work on yourself.
That's so true.
But a lot of girls are not actually doing the same
That
thing.
is so true. That's what I was asking. I wonder how much they money, apart from just schools, how they even attract those kind of people just to spoil them,
See, they just attract them. They're pretty. They go to
most of them, they don't even know how to invest as well. They don't know how to. They live lavish and forget about umse anaweza nitoka anytime. Umse anaweza patikana leo na bibi yake na yangu na yake ishe. And then they don't get tired actually. It's you. There's another one on the line. There's another, because they have money too. Right. It's just the same thing. We go back to Elani na Dora type shit, when you find someone who has money and can watokangi wako na pesa, and they again, men with money, shout to Kitty keep saying it, men with money, they have motion. They can attract any type of woman
it's
they want.
Fact.
Like they can get any type of woman they want.
That.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So hey, this is so crazy. So we have Charlene,
but also
okay.
I know you guys, you know a few girls maybe you've met or you're friends with, and maybe they'll tell you about, I used to have this guy used to make book flights for me, used to do this for me,
bless her.
And in your head you're like, now what happened? And they're the most prettiest girls. You're like, what really happened then? It's actually what you're saying right now.
Because actually wanting to live in that space of competition also with other women, showing them, my mans, oh, ni wanaume wa wenyewe, use the chance. Lucky you konayo, at least kuna wengine utumika na wa benefits. That's the sad part. But you want to tumika na una benefits. Tumia akili, do something about the money. Be smart about it.
Absolutely.
I've always thought about it in my mind, Nikolai, because we have a couple of friends like that. They have like blessers, and then wanarudi tu bado after years.
Square zero.
It's zero. Like, it's really zero. This is somebody who could travel all over the world.
Right.
Na unasikia vibaya tu kumuona amerudi kwa nyumba yake ndogo. Like hakuna development in their life. Unajua, so mimi nimekuwa nikifikiria. And the funny thing, I have one of my friends anapata tena.
Ndio kuna
yes,
either the baba mapia wao. But kama una akili
anapata tena. Uko like, so mimi nimefikiria nikasema na mimi na hiyo akili yangu, cause like I've thought about it nikamwambia na anapata tena. Je, leo mse mwenye akipata advice, they disappear even for years,
right?
Or they disappear for some time and then they come back. So mimi nikafikiria nikasema na mimi akili yangu vitu zenye ningepata tu hata tu 400,000 ya huyo msetu once, another 4, because sometimes tunakaga na hivi chini yako like nimetumia 300k ni buy iPhone. Anaenda kubuy. Are you dumb? Anaenda kubuy like anaenda kufungua
bank account, teka pesa.
Kama ni buy 50k. Kama ni iPhone unataka na ufungue biashara. Unajua like sana na hizo akili zetu, unaelewa? So mimi nikasema Mungu. This is my thought. Nikasema Mungu na hii. Unaona, because ukiangalia there's a trend of this type of women and they're dumb. They're dumb. That's right. Unasema wewe Mungu ashajua wewe ni hasi. That is because I've thought about it a lot of times. Mungu anajua kujitafutia. So wewe jitafutie, yes, itajifungua tu siku moja. Hivyo ndio mimi husema. Siku moja itajifungua, tutapata tu pia kuna mafala pia. Absolutely. opportunity sasa itapatikana through Amana. I'm always looking at it like penye wewe ni hustler, Mungu atakufungulia tu njia yako penye wewe uko, so itakuwa kubwa yenye wewe uko. Instead of probably when njia yako si ya mwanaume. Wala kozuko like me, how blessed. Nini na venye I'm smart, niko na mashida. Again, why is it not like that for me? But again, just adding on what you said, and I feel like hata kama these women wenye ni 2% wenye wamechukuliwa, you find they've worked on their inner self, hata kasi financially, they've worked on their morals, the women who carry them. Anaweza kuwa anatoka ushago, lakini ukiangalia values za msichana, because men look at morals when they go to marry. Ataangalia wewe mwenye najifanyanga a bad bitch, whatever the type of bad bitch you take it to. Na huyu mwingine mwenye amekuwa kijikari out like as a woman really and sees value, na that's anasema atamweka home, atamjengea 7 bedroom, akuwe na hiyo maisha yenye wewe ulikuwa unataka ukutao utaipata, na yeye amechukuliwa tu kwa ushago from nowhere. So you feel like you have to work on yourself literally. Hata kama si it's not always about money, but naturally you have to work on yourself, your mindset. You have to invest in your way of thinking. You have to invest the way you carry yourself. Even sexually, you can't be sleeping around with everybody and then expect to utapata mwanaume atakwambia. That's why when they go to marry wanaendanga, nilisikia kitambo walikuwa wanaenda to your hometown. So they go to your wanaenda kuuliza hii familia inakaaje and stuff like that. They want to know how are you, because hapa tawata kwambia niko na body count moja, lakini kwingine amechoma, unaelewa? So they go exactly, so it's really true.
But we have Charlene, Cheryl Gabriel. She literally came out yesterday and has faced backlash because of that. Literally, she came out yesterday and spoke about a birthday wish list for 2025. And then mimi nikiangalia hizi vitu niko sema mimi kwa akili yangu, so the moment I read them nikasema enyewe women are delusional, because me in my head these are things me I want to get for myself. Kwanza kwa washing machine niko like bro, mimi napiga hesabu ya venye next year. I don't know, man. She's not the first one.
It's not Charlene. I thought it was her.
No, Charlene no. Cheryl Gabriel. Cheryl Gabriel. And then remember we also had Claudia Nasibwa. Who also came with them. Na ikakuwa ni ya kuhaya.
Ilikuwa kuhaya. Akiseta brands on the birthday.
See, I think aliwork na brand flani.
Si basi wana
ilikuwa tu for the birthday.
Lakini see these brands they can give you a discount so kufanya pole. That's how they work, like the kayads and stuff with celebrities.
Tujaona. We're reporting what we know. But anyway, so Cheryl Gabriel yesterday shared her 2026 birthday wish list, and one of it was a trip to Maldives. Sijui Maldives kuna kuangana nini, kila msichana tutaka kwenda Maldives.
There's so many other places.
I mean, but every woman in Maldives too. Sijaelewa. Like mbona usiseme hata kwenda.
It's nice, it's amazing, but there's so many other places.
I want to go to Miami.
I want to go to Bahamas.
You know, Monaco.
I'm not even specific about the
Monaco.
Imagine. iPhone 17 Pro Max, and then this is why I'm speaking about Uganda Pia, because we just spoke about iPhone 17 Jana. It's literally iPhone 11. They just changed the cover.
They just the same. They just put that triangular thing.
Imagine. And then Samsung Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, latest Samsung by them. Sawa. A new gas cooker. Niko like gas cooker, nataka new gas cooker. Niko nini uko na ifanye?
Basi ude manadu.
Washing machine. Washing machine. Apple AirPods Pro, vacuum cleaner. Mimi napiga hesabu ya venda buy vacuum cleaner kuosha viti, hata si ya kuosha. Sio natumia kuosha viti, sio. Mimi napiga hesabu ya vitu kaizo ona fikiria venye
just 5,000 unado.
I know.
Wow. 100k money boutique, a new home theater system and new curtains. Hapo kwa curtains kwanza ni band mbaya. Unaitishaje curtains?
These are normal things. Unaanza kwaona kwambia cheki watu wanakudharau wingi because of this stuff. Ni kama wale wasioandikanga nilifanya shopping ya Ido. It's giving that like somebody did that. It's like somebody does that every day of their life. Daily. Probably nataka kupea deal. Mimi venye nimejua sasa tuseme my perspective. I don't know anything, but I follow TikTok, right? Naona lifestyle amenipea hapo big. Nataka kumpea deal advertisement. unajua go and look at the lions amepata.
Niseme
huyu naye amepata lions mingi, huyu naye anakaa kona do, acha nimweke ka pay bill, acha nimweke kwa standard ya 1 million ama 2 million. Kumbe ni demo wa 20k.
Don't put it.
Unaelewa? Because when you look at it, au ni wase kama unasema unataka washing machine. Like literally na si kwa ubaya. These are things that nikiangalia venye amesemanga hako, because there was sometimes she moved out to a house like ni 3-story building, 3-story building unataka washing machine on compound,
self compound.
Imagine anaishi solo na ni dem na ako 25 siji 24
rembo sana
2-story like upstairs na downstairs. Huyu ni mse mwenye atakuja kuombe pesa ya washing machine. Huyu ni mse mwenye anakaa kama ni ako na hiyo pesa hiyo washing machine, hizo kila kitu ako nazo hapo. She can get even that iPhone 17 akiamua kutoka nje. So me in my perspective I'm like, that picture umenipea ndio nitakujudge nayo. Niseme acha nikupe kama mtu anaishi kwa hii nyumba nimpere 800k kuni advertise. Alafu nikaona umeandika unataka washing machine ya maybe 60k. Sintasema acha nipe udem ni wale wa kuwapea advertisement ya 3000 wani advertise. Because somebody mtu atakudharau just because
how
of,
you present yourself
this stuff. Unajua?
And that's why I personally like people like Huda, Vera, Amber. I'm gonna be heavy on Vera to be specific, you know. And Vera anangojanga watu wabonge, then she comes with receipts. Number one, receipts of showing she's the one who has done something. Because people always come with speculation, sijui nini. But all she does for a living say tujui na tutaki kujua. Sawa, but is she making it possible for her without putting a man on the picture or wanting to, I want my baby daddy because now I have kids with this, you know, for him to do. She says actually I do everything for my kids peke yangu. Yes, the dad is present, he does this and this, but most of the things ni mimi najifanyia. No one is a blesser here, nini. And this should teach most of the, cause when other brands or celebrities are trying to show you the caliber you need to set as a brand, other people think it's bragging. But the moment you understand you are a brand, and there's how you need to come carry yourself, because again, like you've said, kuna venye utajibeba, because most of these celebrities say tukiangalia like the showbiz, the higher lifestyle you sell, hata kama uishi hiyo, at least you can maintain that something about it, you know. The more the higher brands are gonna approach you, like you've said about the money,
it's packaging.
The check comes heavy because of how you package your the packaging yourself. Shout to Amber, she just won the lifestyle influencer. Uni dem anatuonyesha number one, apart from people again yapping, sijui ameauctioniwa nyumba, sijui nyumba imefungwa, ameshindwa kulipa rent ya 350k. She didn't just show that, but by showing that whether she could pay it or not, brands na deals amepata by kushow to your lifestyle yake and putting it on, you know, with the cooking, with the who she is as a brand, what she does, activities zake, with working with different people, the packaging again, it brings you more money because people are not gonna come approaching you like sasa unajondo unagrow kama influencer, so tutakupea kama growing influencer. No, you're being approached like someone who you have numbers again. I think we were even talking about why we have other influencers who call other influencers at certain parties. The numbers they attract, because there's a value you're bringing with your numbers to my brand, and it's how you package yourself. But chatu mtu kama Foina, ukiangalia Foina sakoleka ku invite celebrities, she's very specific. She doesn't just invite people like that. She's very even Vera, very specific on the people who you're gonna target, because the numbers speak brand to brand, and then the people you're selling to also as a as a brand, as brands, there's something it's gonna benefit for all of you.
But sometimes also it's not about also numbers. Literally.
Sometimes
I agree, because sometimes it's about just how you package yourself. There's somebody who doesn't have so many numbers, but unaangalia unaona watu kama tuseme Zenia ama Karun. Unaelewa? Well, Karun is not like, she's not Kabmula. She's Karun the brand herself, but she's not as loud as it is. But utaipata Karun sija amefanya Oktoberfest. Kama sijui tutasikia kuna show Australia. Utasikia Zenia saizi yako nominated Grammy. And kwa comments hata nauliza who is this?
I know.
Because look at her, she's an venye tu amejipackage. You're like, this is not hata mnyi wa Kenya
tamjua.
Thank God hata mjui. Una get juu si crowd yako na pesa yake is so big, because venye amejibrand literally you can see the investments of money there. Unaona this is real money. Na akona 40,000 subscribers. So that's unapata hata but when people come, people who know and people who can, the real people who want to put in money, the money talkers.
Absolutely.
Utamwona kwa expensive boot camps. Utamwona sijui ameperform sijui na nani huko kwa corporate event amebag hiyo 2 million 3 million na amechill. So it's sometimes it's just about how you carry yourself, how you package yourself. It's not even about like numbers. Wewe venye umejibeba. Naweza sema niache unaweza kuwa na numbers and you're too ghetto for my brand.
That's true. That is
also
true.
you're too ghetto for my ama watu utattract ni watu wana do. Ni sawa uko na unaona tuseme au TikTokers. Niseme mimi nataka investors wa do. I want like something mature. I want like when I know when I use you, I'm going to get people in their 50s and 40s and that have money. So sitaendea influencer kina Kendi whatever sisi hizo nungini Kendi Q madancer why they have numbers they can pull it lakini crowd atanipulia ni watu watalipa 200 na mimi sitaki watu wa 200 nataka watu wenye watanilipia 50,000 watu watalipa unajua nikileta hii crowd. So sometimes it's also like how you carry out yourself because you can brand yourself to Mattel and you can brand yourself to Chrome.
And also your vision. Your vision really matters. Your vision also so your relationships.
After facing backlash, she came and defended herself. So this is what she had to say.
The comments. Munajam comments. NGC wamenipost munajam kwa comments. Guys, clarification. Siombi vitu hizo vitu nimeandika kwa birthday wish. That is for me to buy for myself. I am not begging anyone to buy for me.
Why are you putting it out there? Manifestation actually is something you do in secret, okay? People like to ruin things. Like you putting it out there, washaharibu energy already ushaharibika. The fact you're facing backlash, you know, it's just there's how people are literally viewing you and and just see. Are you crazy?
But if there's anyone who wants to buy for myself, but I'm saying I will buy everything there for myself, okay? I am not begging anyone. And today I have ticked one actually. So 9 more to go. Hey. Nani attack ni kama nimewaomba. Tutatani Apple's location, we take off the second thing on my list.
Tuseme kama uko na manifestations, kama uko na wishes zako, sina gani wishes hata birthday wishes if you make nobody's supposed to be. As in the candle maker.
It's supposed to be secretive. Even manifestation.
Sindio sasa ukiandikia watu mimi unataka kubaiwe, acha kutudanganya bro. Ulikuwa unataka ubaiwe hizi vitu, si eti uongo.
It's crazy, but shout out to her literally. And of course as we move on from that we have this other guy. Listen to what he had to say. So let me share the video very quickly. As we talk about, because we have the delusional people and we have women who can make it happen, and then on the caliber of the delusional people there are women who, like we've said, lucky enough to get the other delusional people who want young girls and they spend any amount of money. That is not a problem to them. And then there's a man who can't do nothing for you, can't get no coochie, can't get no bag, can't get you a good hair, can't get your nails done,
can't get you even piece of money,
can't get you fed, can't pay you no bill, and then has the audacity of talking like this. So he's praising a white woman's hair.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Calling it real hair. Calling it real hair. On the actual fact of real hair, black hair is the real hair.
Original hair.
No moss, ain't no stanky ass hair, that's real. You talking about? That was a good one. No, cause them black do you know that them braids under them trusty, that be stinking.
Fam, just say black women don't want you. Anytime a man go out his way to let people know he don't like black women just don't want you. That's all that is, fam. And you mad and you're trying to use this woman as proof. Listen, I've been with a lot of black women. I've never had a black woman hair stink.
Never.
That's me. I've never met a black woman and her hair stink. But he's going out his way to try to make it seem like black women are this. Bro, just do what you doing. Get you a little cheap $50 room that y'all in, and that $10 bottle of drink y'all and have a good time and just do y'all thing. Why you gotta get on the internet with that foolery? Come on, bro. But you're going out your way for no reason. They don't like you, and it's obvious why they don't like you.
Yeah.
It's obvious. They don't put up with this you putting her through, and she don't know it yet. She don't know it yet, but she probably know about it now since the video came out. She probably.
Yeah, so that is what is happening. The first comment someone says, this motherfucker can't even get into a good hotel. He's in a motel talking about black women. Get some therapy, brother. You know, and
But
then
the last time I checked, it's the white hair that smells and stinks, right? And if we would actually say nywele inaweza nuka ya dem, nika hiyo wig yake hajaosha. Na wig ni imetolewa from those people again.
yeah.
So may explain to me, when did a black woman's hair stink?
Never.
Literally.
Kwanza saying the braids.
Never.
Braids
are because braids are organized.
Yes.
Literally, you
Braids,
can
are you
tell
kidding
with
me?
it.
Then you even messing with the wrong people trying to call out braids. Like braids stink. Crazy. But on the last conversation of the day, we have sijui kama mona story ya mayai before we get into this one. Story of fake mayai, plastic mayai. Yeah, so we have literally fake plastic eggs circulating on supermarkets in Kenya. And one of the person just posted it. Amepika imekuwa plastic completely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's on
So
NTC.
New York gani?
So what they do, if
China.
you've seen the video, they use the chemicals, the clear chemical, the white chemical, and then the yellow chemical as the yolk. This is how they package it, then separate them together. Ikai kama mayai.
Just as
Exactly.
like the
Yeah,
rice.
ukigonga mayai natoka hivyo with them. Everything separate, but it's all
How did
chemicals.
they make the cover though?
The cover is also chemical.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all chemical. Just wanaunganisha, alafu kuna venye zinawekwa,
like
alafu kwa
videos on
stima.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
they put it on some electrical machine, then they come back very well packaged. It's crazy.
Right? Haikuliki ni
Nah, so
plastic,
it's
you
plastic as you can see. Ikikupata uko na njano unaishi place
Oh my
hakuna
gosh.
stima.
It is
Unararua
Lakini
mbaya.
sitasikia texture.
Yeah, the taste
I don't
too.
know
That is
this.
the taste.
No, ukikula.
Yeah,
Nataka
that
nione stima
taste ni
imepotea
gummy
though.
gummy.
But lakini si unajua mayai.
In
Yeah.
that situation, she said.
Hakuna
Ilikuwa
stima
njaa.
lakini mdomo nayo inachill.
Mte-
No,
taste
in
now
that
that, yeah.
situation, literally, and someone doesn't know anything about it.
Unaweza kula by the way.
Yes.
Na
They
depend.
don't know
Yeah.
about fake rice, fake foods.
Fish pia.
Even
Mama uko na
yes.
fake fish.
Mimi najua,
Guys
but
will
thinking
eat it.
about it, eggs. Like kila mtu ashakula.
Guys will
Kuna gani
eat
kuna
it.
mwenye hajakula eggs.
In that situation she's mentioned,
Mm.
you eat it.
Lakini
Honestly.
unajua mdomo yako inachill.
You
Au
think at
unataka
that point,
kujua.
yes, you're hungry.
Utakula. Me, if I try to remember personally the situation I was in of hunger, I'll eat.
Well, plastic.
I'm
You
hungry.
know. At that time, you don't have
I'm
anything
hungry.
to eat. Shimani, guys
I'm
are
hungry.
doing- they're
Me, I
eating
used to be
this.
left bila food.
Guys are eating it.
Nilikuwa
not their
survive.
fault.
Nilikuwa survive na uji na chumvi.
Look at that.
Chekunywa uji ya white na chumvi.
Nishaikunywa uji ya white hivyo tu.
Sasa
Bila-
eri hata
bila
hivyo
food.
bila chumvi.
Na si nimekunywa dubi.
Yeah, I get it. Some nilikuwa na chumvi ndo nisikia at least iko na taste.
Yes.
So in a desperate situation, there are things you're gonna do. But shout out to the people raising alarm on this. I've also
Absolutely.
seen other two ladies talking about it. The eggs are stinky and also very stinky. Number one, most of them.
Is it in Kenya?
Yeah.
Hey, watu wako.
And then
Watu wamechagua
supermarkets.
mabiashara.
And then supermarkets too.
Watu wana hustle tu.
You've also
lakini.
seen this minute maid kojo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're saying minute maid. They're urinating on the bottle of
Which
minute
store
maid.
is that?
Apple.
No,
Apple si ndio na kampuni.
zote
Which
mango,
store?
apple,
We have to
zote.
know the stores.
Mango sijui na mixiwa na nini nakaa mango kidogo but ni mkojo. Sijui anaweka juice cola and then
Si basi mtoto akweke juice cola.
yeah, apple ndo
Mbona
mkojo
anaita
kabisa mkojo. Like for real, you've not seen those videos. It's crazy. People are in business,
Yes,
man. It's so
plenty of
crazy.
juice.
Kuna mwenye
Please,
alibai sijui ilikuwa
Embe moja ni 15.
kuna mwenye alitisha hadi shanda akaekewa amepata sijui ni amewekewa jaba hapo sijui ilikuwa jaba
Yeah,
mali
shada
nini.
amewekewa mawe.
Imagine.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. People are in business.
So
So
probably huko like kuna kinanuka mawe.
on the last video, we have a conversation that has been going on for the last 2 days about the concern of why men are not appearing in clubs anymore. It's crazy because the last time we had this conversation was about America. I think Thailand, anyone can
Okay.
correct me, where some black American women said they went to a club and they found only men in a club in Thailand, no women. No, was it no women or no black women, to be specific? Let me get that clearly. And then other concern was women also in the clubs. Men are not appearing anymore. Like men would rather choose to be in their own space. Women is also in their own space. So we have a guy who came to defend this. This is a mental wellness advocate. And his name is MC Eddie Kimathi. He reveals why most men have stopped attending parties, clubs, and events. Then we also have another lady talking about it. Then we're gonna close it up at that.
Where are the men? This is a conversation that is happening right now online. I think for the last couple of days, maybe I think yesterday, not quite sure. But more importantly, there's a question where some of us are wondering why men no longer fill clubs, festivals, or church events. But maybe we are asking the wrong question. Men are not missing. Men are evolving. The discussion online is proof that actually something deeper is shifting. Men are quietly, and this is my opinion, men are quietly looking away from the performance culture, from chaos, from spaces that demand that they must prove their self, that they must prove their fun, that they must prove their faith or their worth. They're not hiding, they're healing. They're learning that peace is louder than music, that purpose-led life feels better than applause, and that silence can be sacred.
Context though, like Papa's gani kwa club though. I know whatever he says makes sense, but the context though, like really.
But he's talking about the fact that we don't see men in clubs.
Yeah.
It's because they're finding peace and purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, do you want to tell me like anybody or everybody in the club doesn't have peace? Some people.
I know.
Yeah, you know how I look at it and I'm like,
Facts.
okay, finding your purpose. You are
Yes.
not going to find your purpose in a
What
club.
does it gotta do
You say not
with-
purpose,
Yeah.
Papa, your dad. Papa's life is better. Papa, dad.
Oh, papa,
Yeah.
not purpose
No,
like purpose
papa,
in life.
Papa.
She said peace and
You say
purpose.
people, peace and purpose.
Peace and purpose. Papa, your dad. Even though you may.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
but see what I meant, because ni peace and
Unless,
purpose.
yeah,
literally.
yeah.
I think it's the
Right.
person who has
Okay.
written it. But again, unless you're a father or a bishop, then that's where you find your purpose. You know, like in a club. But looking at the context, who's gonna spread rumors?
Doesn't apply.
No, they can spread rumors because I feel like it men are where they're appreciated and they don't find
you
value.
kidding?
And you know the other day I was listening to a morning show.
Right.
Now because I met Saizi, two of my favorite hosts. I Saizi, I was even telling you how it is in clubs. Tunaenda club, but at them na vibe like mnakubaliana consent twende ho. Asubuhi. Akawa that was 7,500. Huko like what is 7,000? They were saying it inafanya like umeamka unashangaa mimi nachajiwa 7,000 kwani nimelala Airbnb unaamka unaona picha yako unaona nguo zako unaona tu hapa ni kwako vizuri, so what is it that is this 7,000? So na amko amekubaliana alafu katae kumpea pesa, si ndio?
You'll be in trouble.
Oh, what they do kwanza hii month ya GBV walikuwa sema hivyo.
Oh my gosh.
Anda chini downstairs nduru anaanza kusema venye hujamlipa and they don't care nowadays. On your face utalipa dem give a damn, hata kama unamuita ho yeye utampea pesa yake aende, si ndio? Anapiga nduru same GBV mate. Sasa ni madem wengine wakuja waende wamwambie we support our sister.
Lipa malaya.
Literally that's what they say. Inabidi umeembarasiwa number 1 juu ulibeba ulichota na pia hata uko unajua umechota.
Watu wajuani tabia zako.
Alafu pia wewe ukimbeba akuwa malaya.
Yeah.
Unajua cause malaya
Just a
juu before
decent girl,
umbebe
yeah,
atakwambia
so,
cheki
even though
unalipia.
kunaenda.
Unajua lakini dem anajifanya tu upate kashmani fulani. Kwambia asubuhi lipa.
Yeah.
Unajua. So I feel like that is also a reason as to why. But again thinking at it from that perspective. Bro, like kwani umeenda club kuchotana pia? Unajua there's also a lot of people because like asking Kamlesh, he's been open about it. Most men go there to get sex.
Yeah.
Which is a fact.
Yeah.
Unajua hata tukatae tuko like, hey, chani yangu sio the club. Yeah, babes, I'm sorry. You in the club lakini literally
Right.
that's what most of them go there to do. Not with him outbox. When he's with his men, that's what they got that when they were part of the nani na nani. So like the reason as to why probably they're not out, which is a lie for me. I was in the club a few months ago, I think 3 months, if not 2, ilija. Naona tu wanaume kila mahali. Nilikatiwa hiyo siku marakani na 8. Hadi nikasema, "Wa, sikatiwe na short period hivi." Unajua and stuff like that. So I'm wondering which men. Because kani club mimi nawaona. Mimi niko ambesangu inawapenda ulevi, they call you on Friday. Wanakuuliza tu unaenda wapi? Nani wanaume.
So funny because some find peace at the club. It's a fact, honestly, and you're like, why? I find peace here.
Because huwa atafanya kenya nataka,
I relate, most of the time I don't relate with that. Not really peace. I don't want to say peace, but relief, yeah. Let me call it relief, yeah. Because I remember most of the times I could finish the show. Ata ikuwe Monday, Wednesday. Natoka hapa, I go to the famous club ilifungwa ile Hornbill, buy my 2 beer mbili na shisha yangu. Na nijisone mali kwa kona. Mademu wakuje waombe shisha ni wape kidogo. If kemali I'm straight cause what the hell? You're with niggas. Let them buy you whatever you want. So why you coming to Mera wakuje, I feel lonely? No, I'm good. Hauna mtu? No, niko fiti. Do you need company? No, I'm good. I just came here to have my own self time. So it's nothing about stress. I do agree. It's nothing about stress doesn't take people to the club.
Yeah, sometimes it also takes.
Sometimes it does.
It does. So
but we can't say that most of the people who go to the club, it's all about stress. It's all about peace. Them having, it's having fun. But listen at what he had to say as well.
And yes, I know some will read this and say, you men just don't want to engage. But pause for a second. This is not withdrawal from women. It's a reunion with self. It's men choosing growth over being validated. Calm over chaos and truth over pretending. And now, to the women who may feel offended, please don't be. We don't hate women. We're just learning as men to love ourselves properly so that we can love you better. We're not boasting society, we are grounding ourselves. And to my fellow men out there,
that's the reason why men are not going to the clubs. You are the reason. You too.
Funny thing, Joby, me about me. Tukiweza na club madem. Sitaki hata tuongee na wanaume. Kwanza niko like we brought ourselves as girls.
I think that's always a code.
Tusuguane, to dance, and then tuite come tuende home.
That's always a code. Unless mkienda kwa table ya watu, ni kukunywa mashots, na mrudi kwa table yenu. But you don't want anyone. Yeah, you don't want even anyone on your table. You don't even buy you anything.
So me, I'm like, which validation is that? Because this is all cap.
But can we agree maybe on the healing part? Because he's every on healing. You guys are saying healing.
Okay,
like healing. I feel like women, we've understood the better version. I feel like women, we've understood the better version of healing, because we talk about men and mental health awareness being put in between, because these are mental wellness advocates, right? And not trying to support him and his career, but looking at men and how they are raised. Men are not emotional available people like that, and they are, if they are, this is something either most of them have to learn to teach themselves, despite maybe growing up in a very hardcore family where Johnny hata kuambiana good morning, hakuna I love you, just the small things, assurance, men are taught to be hardcore. A man doesn't cry, a man doesn't do this, a man shades it off. Women, we've grown up hata kama mimi nimegrow up na hiyo toughness pia kama ya mwanaume, but it got to a point I'm like, I'm a girl, why are you treating me like a man, and then it had to come back to, despite the whole trauma, for me to come back and give myself that, and which is part of now healing, like understand why this happened and why I don't need to project this on my coming life, on my next relationship, or in my life.
Agree, healing,
so
healing
men,
this context,
I feel because men, for me, I feel like the escape of maybe majority of the men again. You're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed. The only thing atafikiria ni enda club, watch football, shika bia mbili tatu. Na by the time anarudi home, wife amedoze, ama ataki kelele. Maybe wife ni wale. This is based on many things, ataki hiyo kelele ya wife, ataki kelele ya
then now make it make sense. You guys are not getting. I agree with everything. Make it make sense, because now the conversation is they're also running from the club.
Yeah.
But you guys are saying they get that relief in the club.
So
relief. Yeah, relief.
Yes.
So wako wapi? Because people say, see conversation
So I
wako
feel
club.
like it's
what I can say is the men who actually sat down and definitely did a lot
thought
of
about it,
rethinking about their life. They're like, you know what? I don't think I'll find the whole sum of relief in a club. Let me just deal with this.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go to the club to escape.
Let me
that.
stop running away from this.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but you can't say they found all that stress. I agree with everything. You can't say because now the convention is they're escaping from the club, right?
Yeah.
And now whatever you guys are saying, they're now running away from the club again because they're tackling. Yeah, they're tackling, right? Their issues, which makes sense. But sasa wako wapi? In my part, from this guy's thought, which makes so much sense.
Right.
It is true. It is true.
I wish we said some men who actually sat down and did a lot of rethinking about their life. They're actually not going to the clubs anymore.
So wako wapi?
It's not kwao
or
wako home. Si home kuna kelele. Which
golfing or
that's why we go back.
Oh yeah, they have other things to do.
Yeah, and they're now not running from the problems.
Yeah,
tunakimbia from that kelele anymore. You are willing to sit down, tackle the issues.
Absolutely.
This is now going back to family rebonding, trying to understand your wives and children. Yeah, trying to do things that are meaningful for you and your self time too. Kila time see pia my boys. Kila time see club madam because easy vitu zote is gonna cost pia. They're spending.
Yes.
They're spending of money. You know, because you look at yourself. This is also where critical thinking comes in. You look at yourself. How much do you spend in a club? By the end of the month, you look at your salary. You're like, hii ndo ningekwanga. Hapo ndo unapanga mahesabu. Hii ndo ningefanyia hivi. Ama shida nakuja uko sasa, hii ndo nilikuja kwa club ningefanyia. Then you start rethinking about your life. You know, you're like less spending in the club, more spending in the house. Do less enjoyment, but fulfilling enjoyment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we also have this lady. So that's a man's perspective. Now let's listen to the women because we are the accused ones. Yeah.
Yeah, nikiwaambia wanaume ni wajanja mtakangi kusikia. Hamtakangi kusikia maana mmeachia festival zenu pekeni. Mmeachia festival zenu pekeni kwa sababu kuna better things to do. They have to build their homes. Wanataka kujenga ushago, wanataka kusave pesa za magari, wanataka kusave pesa za kubai nyumba, wanataka kusave pesa za kubai shamba, wanataka kuendeleza masomo yao. They have put the priorities first. 15,000, 20k. Na hata bado hujaspend kwa msichana mwenye unaenda kumit. Kwanza wataenda kupigania huko, mtaanza kupigania mwanamume mmoja juu wako kidogo mmeja. Uko 25 and above na mmejazana huko kwa Facebook, mmejazana kama inzi. Wanaume wakuja, watakuja kwa sababu they have better things to do. Wewe kaa hapo ukikunywa pombe, ukipiga sherehe, utaki kwa accept age yako, utaki kwa accept pombe.
Well, it's nothing to do with the age. Now that I disagree, because personally, better see me outside, like whether in my 30s, my 40s. I'm gonna be at a brunch chilling, having my 2 beers with my friends. You know, I'm gonna like, please, age is not a factor right here. Let's not say about because we're above 25. So because I'm above 25, I shouldn't be going to a club. Are you serious? Or because I'm above 25, I shouldn't go to events. Are you crazy? Who said enjoyment like it has an age limit? And it depends how you carry yourself. Yeah. It also depends. Because I feel like for me, if you wanna attack the age factor, make it cute even, make it sexy, make it womanly, no manhood. Say, understand the type of events to attend for your age, because there are literally. Being honest, ni kama mseme niende mtu anaenda Gen Z festival na uko over 40. Exactly. Unaenda Color Fest kufanya nini, bro?
I would go to Color Fest.
That is
there's a mature Color Fest. Alafu kuna ile high school.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what facts though. Wewe umeenda umeenda place ukapata like that's not my my crowd. You don't get to walk out. You know, so definitely kuna two places huwezi jipata.
So but asiseme eti clubbing eti sijui uko 25 sijui festival sijui nini Yeah, but I do.
Ako na hasira alibiwa
thinking
bwana
the same.
na demu wa club.
Shauri yako.
Unasikia venye ako bitter akisema
Ako
wewe
bitter
ndio-
mbaya.
that's personal.
Wanaume wa
Because kuna
kuji.
kupeana comments kama ule
Wanaume
msee
wa
mental
kuji.
health by mental health. But huyu alibiwa
Women
bwana.
are crazy. But anyway, this is where we come to the end of today's conversation. This has been the Tubonge Show every Wednesday, right in the middle of the 21st century, 37 minutes past the top of the hour. Wishing you guys a beautiful, beautiful rest part of your day. See you guys tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be in for the Africa Today show. 50-50 about it. Got some few things to do, but we're gonna see if I'm gonna be in or not. But if I'm gonna be not in, see you tomorrow. Much love. Have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day.
Outside niggas outside kila siku. Outside Nico
na
hadi
Grammy.
weekend Nico outside na utani show. Enjoy your day. Raha jipe mwenyewe. Let nobody tell you what you should know. People are old, people are mature, people know what they're doing in life.
Period.
Even that man anaweza kwa club na anajenga.
Bana.
Yeah. So you know what you're doing.
Akaangia hapo kama mjinga
Eh.
mkubwa anatumianga tu pesa
Oh
yake
my
kwa
God. Alafu siku moja nawaita housewarming. Mimi kwa besanga shaifanya kila wakati ni fala like literally na kwake ndiye ana host watu. Yeye ndiye ana host mlewe. After 5 months. Ndio tuendeni
hivi.
hivi.
Nasikianga post pombe so post success.
Literally.
Ndio wale wewe mfala.
Exactly.
Ukienda tu kazi yako ni kukula kuvuta bangi. Posting hizo so I post ya watu progress yako until it
Confuse
happens.
them.
Like for real.
Confuse them.
Yeah.
And life, family, have fun as you're putting in the work.
Man, but have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day. See you guys later on the rest part of tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not gonna be in. Might not. Depends with how my schedule is gonna be. But I wind up with whatever we have on our screen.